comes into play. H4 does also have a little bit of momentum on the side. Meanwhile, Nanoash has kind of just been sitting pretty, waiting for the next match in losers. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, if I had to assume, we're probably going to see Bowser, Pikachu again. I assume he went Bowser in their last set, so. And this it makes a lot of sense, all things considered. Nanoash did literally collaborate with somebody to make a guide on the Bowser Pikachu matchup, so probably one of the best out there at the matchup, if not straight up the best. I might even put my money on him being the best Bowser at this matchup in the world. Anyways, looks like we're going to be jumping right into the set. Let's see what stage we're starting. Small battlefield. Got together a wee ride playing. All right, goes for a small poke there in neutral. H4 actually waiting out after that small conversion. Gets a little bit of extra percent for his trouble. Yeah, oh my goodness, the dash back for Nanoash, evading all of that, all of those hitboxes. Pikachu does be a little bit stubby though, but H4 just finding these conversions. He is piling on the percent and all of it unanswered thus far. Catches the air dodge in. Tries to get the downer spike. Not going to get the spike, but still continuing the edge guard. Finally relinquishes it. Nanoash finds his way back on stage. Gets the parry on the quick attack and finally going to be tacking on some percent of his own. All right, tries to get the flame breath. But H4 going to hop over, gets a nair conversion in the grab, restarting the ledge trap. Nanoash trying to jump in, get something started. Thanks for that T-Jolt, he's going to find his way back on stage, but he can't find his way back to center. Still find himself on the ledge. H4 again going to relinquish it, but still just applying the pressure. Finds the dash attack, and H4 is going to find the first stock, barely contested. Nanoash finally piling on some percent with that flame breath though. But immediately after, H4 finds a conversion, gets the lightning loops, but H4 going to relinquish it there. Nanoash going to find his way out with that up B, out of shield. H4 going to go to the other side of the stage, avoid the ledge trap altogether. Oh my goodness, Nanoash avoiding that T-Jolt, just maneuvering it around it. Using his space effectively. Nanoash is trying to find this stock, and honestly, one more solid hit ought to do it. Porter not quite going to take it, but one more of those ought to do the trick. Oh my goodness. H4 mixing up his movement off of the ledge, kind of just throwing Nanoash off. Not able to find that correct hit. Who tries to take that early stock with the down air, but regardless, still super duper on top of Nanoash, and he's struggling to find that big hit. All he needs is either another side B, another forward air, anything to just take the stock from H4, and it's as good as even. Side B, definitely going to do it. Nanoash evening up the stock count, but H4 already on top of him with the nair drag down smash. Again, tries to hook the ledge with the active hitboxes. Quick attacks the center. Nanoash going to suffer a little bit more percent. Tries to get some percent of his own with that flame breath, but going to miss the mark. And H4 is running away with this stock, sitting pretty at 2%. Nanoash pulling out all the stocks, tries to jump in there to get some percent, but just not able to get his hands on the rat. He is evasive tonight. All right, tries to get the two-frame F tilt. Finally going to get some percent with that up B. Finds his way back to center, but immediately after, hit by that quick attack. And the drag down nair up smash going to do it. Props him up for the stock. And H4 with a comfortable lead. Taking another flame breath right after the angel plat. H4 starting to finally take some damage. Trying to bleed just a little bit. Honestly, if Nanoash can find this stock in soon, this is pretty much an even game, but he can't take too much abuse from H4. H4, however, just playing so evasive. Alright, finds that side B. Not going to take the stock, but has him in an offstage situation, parrying those T-Jolts. Gets the up tilt, and that's going to do it, taking it at 116. And this is pretty much an even game. All right, gets the forward air on the way back to Sage. Getting some reversal damage. Continues to tack it on with that Nair. Pretty much even percent. Flame Breath, and H4 going to barely roll past it. Gets the tech chase down air into the second hitbox of down air. But again, we are sitting at even percents, but H4 is doing a good job of continuing to attack on that percent. Gets the conversion off the quick attack, tries to get a frame trap in that situation off Sage, but Nanoash not going to give it to him, drifting away just to make it all that much harder. Another side B, not going to take the stock, not anywhere close to it, but that percent is piling on, damage accumulating. All right, tries to get the jump in fair, but that T-Jolt just going to wall him out. All right, Nanoash makes it to the ledge first, gets all the way back on Stage, and that bear is going to do it. Nanoash clutches out game one. Nanoash did such a good job of holding on for that entire entire game, really. He was taking so much abuse, but that's also just that X factor that Bowser has, especially in a matchup like this. Where playing against a light character, all you really need is like a little bit of damage and one big hit. And Bowser has a lot of those. But H4 opting to take it to town, wants that space. It worked well against Ludo. Definitely going to work out against Bowser, I think. But definitely wants to try and see if he can cement the lead first, opting to get some damage first. But has yet to get anything started. Nanoash this time off to a strong start. Solid amount of percent unanswered. 65. All right, dashing around. H4 finally finds a hit, but Nanoash going to be getting out of it. Still takes a lot of percent, and H4 really trying to take that stock. All right, going to try to avoid the ledge trap, but unfortunately messes up the execution ever so slightly, and going to relinquish the stock for it. This time, Nanoash with the comfortable lead. All right, gets the Nair conversion off the ledge, and already lapping H4 in percent. This is looking tough. All right, gets the jab, continuing to ledge trap H4. Again, gives him the space with punishing. And 104, gets the forward air and seals out the stock. Barely a minute has passed, and already Nanoash is up 3 stocks to 1. Forward air into up air. What are these conversions? Up tilt. Again, just triple lapping him at this point. H4 is fighting. But he hasn't given up yet. He's still fighting to stay in this game. Said Nanoash still not making it easy. Going to try and come back from there. Oh my goodness. Nanoash might have the best Bowser recoveries on planet Earth. A 3 stock. What an answer. H4 is looking a little lost there. Honestly, it wasn't that bad of a start to begin with, but then the SD happened and it just went downhill from there. But that said, we saw him come back from a 3 stock the last set, so he can definitely do it again. So let's see how he adapts. Definitely going to run it back to town. I definitely agree with the pick. See if he can utilize space just a little bit better this time around. All right, starts off strong with this lightning loop conversion. Nair up tilt, over and over, rinse and repeat. 83% on the board, forward smash. Not going to take the stock, but oh my goodness, what a start from H4. All right, gets the jab lock into the up smash. Oh, carries the Nair. Not going to get a punish on it. And taking a little bit of percent on his way out, but he's looking to take the stock. Almost nails him with the Thunder. Barely missing the mark. Nanoash, despite playing such a big character, is playing evasive from these big hits. And he's starting to utilize the rage. It's coming into play. This is pretty much an even game. Nanoash fighting from disadvantage. Lives that up smash at like 130. The second one's going to seal it out though. H4 looking to keep the lead. All right, just trying to poke safely. He does not want to mess around with Bowser. Gets that rising up air into the Nair, turnaround grab. All right, continues the conversion. Lets Nanoash go for that up B. Does not cover the ledge. I swear, Nanoash might just be the best Bowser recovering in the world. It cannot be understated. That said, though, H4's been doing a really good job of avoiding these ledge trap scenarios altogether by just recovering to the other side of the stage. He's been doing such a good job of mixing that up. I don't think Nanoash has caught on a single time to when he decides to go to the other ledge. Oh, hits the down tilt, but H4 again with a really comfortable lead. But Nanoash finally going to find the stock with that forward air. And honestly, he's not too far off, which might feel strange to say when you're looking at 124 to pretty much 0. But again, we know that Bowser does not need all that much mileage to make something out of nothing. We saw it happen game 1, and H4 taking a bit of abuse from Nanoash right now. And the drive-by, or the drive-away rather, of Flame Breath from Bowser. Going to attack on that 7 extra percent. That backer is definitely going to do it all the way in the last one to 150. Nanoash relinquishing that next stock. That said, oh my goodness, the call out on the quick attack to the center gets the up smash at 74, and this is a dead even game. Nanoash is just not making this easy. All right, moving around, and it almost feels like Nanoash is utilizing that space just a little bit better than H4, despite it being H4's counter pick. Continues the fair train, looking like Sheik. Tries to get the up smash, gets the landing hitbox into the up tilt. Forcing H4 to spend his resources. H4 trying to get a reversal there. Gets a conversion off the quick attack. But Nanoash going to find his way out with the Whirling Fortress. Gets the jump down there. Not going to take the stock, but Nanoash is looking poised to take this game, even after all of that work from H4, even after all of that abuse. H4 trying to threaten at the ledge with Thunder, with every single resource he has at his disposal. Trying to keep Nanoash here. He knows he has to seal out this edge guard if he wants to. He needs to get something. I think that back throw might do it. All right, not quite, but literally anything from Bowser is probably going to do it at this point. H4 trying to play it super duper carefully right now. Nanoash knows all he needs is one more big hit. Gets the super duper high up back air. Really trying to go deep for that edge guard. Gets the down air, but Nanoash lives it all the way. And H4 going to mess up on the Thunder at the very end. Nanoash takes it as a 3-0. Honestly, I was ready for a nail biter. It was looking like that's how it was going to end up until Nanoash just said no. He said, "Nah, I'm actually just going to win this game." Yeah, you probably dealt like 600, 700% to me throughout the course of this entire game, but all he needs like 50 to take a stock. Case in point, every single game that he won. Actually, not even. I can't even say that. He's like the two games where he didn't 3-stock H4. He came back from a huge deficit. Pretty much the entire game, and like H4 didn't even look like he was playing that bad. It's just Nanoash was just able to find those meaningful hits every single time. If H4 even got the slightest bit greedy, he suffered for it. And Nanoash going to find his way back to Grands, looking to run it back with MBOZ.